Hey guys, Average Picker here. So I know it's Stock Lock Sunday, but I think we're going to pick a challenge lock instead. This one has been sitting in my drawer for quite some time. I just never quite got around to doing it or something. I don't know. But this is Goldie locks, and it is by Lone Wolf Lockpicking. And you can see we're all locked up here. We'll see what we can get on it. Normally, I don't pick a lot of padlocks, so definitely it's the tensioning on them is always a little bit different. It throws me off. We got some good solid clicks off of 1, 2, and 3 right off the bat. Four. Oh. We moved into a couple more clicks. We're in a little bit more of a false. Not very much of one though. Just a fraction of one. Huh? Is that a pin back there? Or is that just the back of the lock? I think it's just the back of the lock. Sorry, I'm getting quiet because I'm concentrating. It's a fine hold on that spring tension and too much. God, it feels like it's picked. Is it? No. I don't know what it's going to take to turn this lock over. Some of these can take quite a bit of a push. Something must be overset. The lock is just not feeling very responsive. I'm going to lighten up on tension a little bit. Go for this pin in the back. There we go. A few things seem to have dropped, but not very much. Something, I think I'm not sure how many pins we're dealing with here. We do have a key, and it is mummified. Oh, there's a little bit more of a nudge. Got it there. It's feeling really good in there, though. It feels fine, like it should be turning over. Not feeling any feedback from anything. That was not really a pin click, that was more just my pick. If you heard that little snap there. Maybe one. Oh, a bunch of stuff just fell. Starting in the back. One seemed to go a little bit further, but at the cost of losing what we had done in the back. It might have dropped stuff all the way up to 3. Wow, that really feels like it. We must just be chasing something because it feels like it's pretty much picked. Getting no feedback. There in the back. What's that? Maybe. I don't think that's actual feedback. Feels like it's done. I mean, it just feels like it's done. Okay, there's something. Kind of forced that something a little bit. Eased off the tension a little bit. This is feeling like one of those locks like you think, oh, I've got it picked. There we go, yeah, there we go. Yeah, and especially with these, with padlocks sometimes, you know, you've got them picked. You don't necessarily realize it because you're not turning it over enough. Oh, goodness. Yeah, we got a hex bolt down in there. I don't know if I've got anything sitting immediately with me. We may have to do a cut. So here we go. We've got Goldilocks, Lone Wolf Lockpicking. Just pull this one straight off. This thing's been picked before, which means either the key wasn't ever shown or got remummified. There we go. And there's our bidding. Let's see what I've got here. If I've got anything on hand that'll get down in there. So everything falls the fuck out of here. No, too big. You're gonna be, you're not gonna be ideal, but you're going to be ideal enough. Yeah, it had some Loctite on it, but it certainly did not hold like it had Loctite on it. All right, let's tilt the camera here a little bit. Don't have to deal with the C-clip, right? That's the bright side. Let's get our little pinning tray out. Yeah, one of these days I'll upgrade this thing. Don't think we're going to need a shim. Nothing felt like it was that bad. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it was 6 pins. Kind of thought so. Oh, and that 6 pin sits very close to the shear line, so it just needs a nudge. Oh, it's like a serrated spool element. Definitely don't want to get into that. We got a standard. Oh, jeez, did you standard me? Got a spool on 3. Oh, a little very cool kind of T-pinned element serrated pin for 2. And 1 is a little bit of a spool elemented. And we've got threading on chambers 1, 2, 5, and 6. And looks like we do have undercutting on 3 and 4. Figuring, so he'd have had access into the chambers through the bottom there, so chances are we may see something up top as well. Why am I using these? I should be using just crazy serrated to hell guy. Right, all different types of serrations. Yep, same on 2. 2's almost got that kind of candlestick look to it. Well, 3 is definitely kind of double spooled, which definitely has that candlestick look. Spool with a T-pin bit to it. Might have been one of the parts actually that was hanging us up back there on 4. Wow. I can tell you right now, not all of these pins are getting, or not all of the pin of each pin is getting fully utilized. But they're definitely cool, and they've definitely got some craziness in them. Okay, let's see if we can tap some of these springs out. Yeah, we definitely have threading on 1. You know, I just realized the time. I may just do these springs off camera. Yeah, we've got threading on 2. So it looks like, yeah, 5 and 6. So it looks like our threading upstairs matches threading on the core. So let's get the camera flipped around and take a look at these, because they're worth spending a little bit of time on. I think we've got adequate enough light. We don't need to bring in the whiteboard. So yeah, let's take a look here at the core, and you can see we've got the threading, and we've got some really nice little undercutting there. It's very smooth too. And I've left the springs in, of course, as I usually do, just because I don't get to be a pain. But you can see there we've got the threading. As we get down to 3, we don't really have any threading going on there. But our threading again gets mirrored in 5 and 6. So if we start back here on key pin 6, and he is sitting almost right to the shear line, but he's paired up with this little spool, and there is just enough, he's sunk just enough that we're going to be sitting just inside the spool element here. So we've got to get that little hump over, and then we're good. So yeah, if he was flipped around the other way, he may not actually even sit in the spool. That's how shallow he is. So standard on 5, but look at the 5 driver. That is some craziness. Now this was the shear line when I pulled him out, but even if you screwed up this guy and flipped him around, there's still quite a good bit of neat stuff there to work with. And of course, since upstairs in our Bible is threaded, these guys are going to be catching those threads, which are going to make him not want to get up there as easily. Standard. And our standard 4, or not our standard 4, our driver 4, little spool with a T-pin element there to them. These are really neat little pins. Very, very, very cool. These are cool too because once you get over something like this, like you pick up the spool bit, right? You're picking up the spool element, you get the counter rotation you expect, and then boom, you get it dropped into a little bit of a false or something, which you would expect. More or less once you got through a spool, but he's still hanging on there by quite a nice little nub on the end. Again, we've got our shear line down here. We've got a nice little double spool. Now he's got, when he came out, our shear line was here, and you can see he also has a little T-pin element. I think that might just be left over from construction, maybe. Either that or he was reversed when he was put in there. Either way, goes in, it's going to get quite a bit out of that guy. And here's our 1 driver. Just some very cool variations of serrations. Oops, just bang the camera. And we drop back down here, so our 1 key pin. It's got a lightly spooled element to him. Nice little bevel in there. Not that you're going to get up into that at all, but it's a very cool little touch. There's our number 2 driver. Kind of is tempting to say that maybe, because this has that little tip on it, maybe that was supposed to line up with the little tip up there. And then 3 is just our 3 driver, or 3 key pin, just a little spool. Nice. Don't want to get him snagged up there though. So very cool lock, lock there from Lone Wolf Lockpicking. Sorry it took me so long to get around to doing this. I feel like it's been sitting in the drawer for a minute. It is dated 6/12/18. It was not the first person to have received it. But yeah, I feel like it just got kind of in the back of the drawer. And that's some really cool pin work you've got going on there. And it's always fun to deviate and pick a padlock, which I don't normally do. So it's one of these true value ones. Goldie locks. All right, so thanks for watching, guys, gals, everybody. And yeah, thanks for pinning up Goldilocks Lone Wolf Lockpicking. And forgive me, I forget who sent it to me, but thank you for sending it to me. All right, guys, have a good one.